Well, hello everybody, welcome to Jeff's baking blog. Today I'm going to be making something called Morning Glory muffins. Now, I hadn't heard of these until my sister Margaret mentioned them to me, and so I had to do a bit of research on the internet to see what they were, and it seems to me that you have carrot and you have apple and you have some nuts and some raisins, and then you can put virtually anything else in them that you want. And so, having researched all these various ingredients, I've come up with my suggestion, which is going to be raisins, walnuts, coconut, crushed pineapple, apple and carrots. And then you also have some spice in them, and some recipes put allspice and nutmeg and mace and cinnamon, and I'm sticking simply with cinnamon. I don't think we need to overspice them. Excuse me. So let's do the ingredients. I have 260 grams of plain flour, 250 grams of sugar, which I'm going to put into the plain flour, 2 teaspoons of baking soda, 2 teaspoons of cinnamon, half a teaspoon of salt. Put those in as well. Then I have 35 grams of coconut, 60 grams of raisins, and I have 50 grams of walnuts. Then I have 100 grams of crushed pineapple, 1 apple grated, I've used a Braeburn, and 170 grams of shredded or grated carrot as well. Then I have 240 millilitres of vegetable oil. I'm using sunflower, in fact. 2 teaspoons of vanilla extract and 3 eggs. So the first thing I'm going to do is to mix the spices and the baking soda and the salt into the flour and sugar, just to get those fairly evenly distributed. Then I'm going to put in the raisins, the walnuts and the coconut. I'm going to mix those in as well. I've just noticed a couple of raisins clumping together, so I'll just break those up a little bit. Then I'm going to put the carrot and the pineapple and the apple in. And mix those in as well. Now, I'm not, because of the amount of ingredients I've put in here, I'm not entirely sure how many muffins I'm going to get out of this. I'm expecting maybe 14 or 15. But we shall see. It rather depends on how full I make each muffin cup, I suppose. Right. So then the last ingredients to go in are the wet ingredients. So I'm going to put the vanilla into the oil and the eggs into the oil. I'm going to whisk those together. That's enough. Then I'm going to pour that in and just mix it into the mixture until all the flour has been combined, but we don't want to over mix it. Usually I would say mix it and it doesn't actually leave a few lumps, but you wouldn't know if you've got any lumps in here with the flour, simply because you've got so much fruit and such like in it. Now I have to scrape right to the bottom of the bowl because I can see some flour at the bottom there. And that's it. Now I have my oven preheating at 180 Celsius, that's 350 Fahrenheit, 160 Celsius if you're using a fan. And in fact I use a fan, so mine's heating to 160. So then it's a question of filling the muffin tin. I'm going to try it with one scoop, and it may be that because this is a large scoop that I will only get the 12 out of it, but we'll see. Of course it's very stringy because of the carrot and shredded apple, or grated apple should I say. Put those into the muffin tins, and I've actually divided it so that I've only got 12, so they're full right up to the top of the tin and slightly over, so I'm expecting them to rise up quite a bit more, but I think that's good. 12 is ideal, an ideal number, but as I say, if you wanted slightly smaller ones than these are going to turn out to be, then you can simply use another muffin tin and fill another 2 or 3. So I'm going to pop these in the oven at 160 fan, 180 without a fan, 350 Fahrenheit, and I'm going to check them after 20 minutes, and I'll be back with you after I've taken them out of the oven and let them cool down. So here are our little beauties out of the oven. They actually took 30 minutes. I tested them after 20 and then again after 25, and they were just not done. So I thought, well, I'll leave them in for 30, and now I think they're perfect. So I'm going to open this one. Like that. Whoops. Move these out of the way so you can see it like that, and we'll have a taste. So I'll break it open. I can taste the cinnamon and the sweetness of the fruit and the crunching of the walnuts. That is very, very good. It's so moist. It's really lovely. It's the first time I've ever heard of them, first time I've made them, but I will surely be making them again. I'll be back with you with another video fairly soon. At the end of this video, you'll see a link to my previous video and to a random one that you can click on those to watch those, and there'll be a submit button on the screen as well, and if you care to, you can click on that and submit to the channel so that you'll be notified whenever I post a new video. So I'll be back with you soon. In the meantime, happy baking.